Hey, good morning. So I was driving to work and listening to the radio, and I was listening to, I guess, like Glorilla. I don't know, but like I love her music, and I realized something, and I wanted to share it with you. So, growing up, my mom was always screaming. She was always very angry, and I could say that about a lot of my family members, if not all of them that I knew. But the reason that I liked the song I was listening to, because it was just like this very forceful, powerful woman's voice, right? And it was just like, yeah, I could get into that. And I was thinking, like, that's probably because all of the forceful, womanly voices that I've heard in the past were always very negative, very, hateful, irrational, and things like that. But to hear it in a song, it's empowering in a lot of different ways, right? And then I just kind of really thought about specific instances where my mother screamed at me, when I was a little kid. And while I've never actually really thought about it now in my 30s, trying to dredge up certain memories, I remember the events and the situations, and I remember stuff like that, but then when it comes to her actually opening her mouth and screaming, I don't recall what it sounded like. And, walking through my subconscious and trying to almost be not nostalgic, but just really trying to analyze objectively my experiences and seeing that almost all of these experiences are muted in a way. And then I thought in a different, lobe, in a different section of my goblin brain, I was like, oh, you know what that's from? You know what that's from? That's probably empirical evidence of you blocking shit out. And I don't know. And then there was another part of my brain that was, it doubts the boundaries that I've put up and the self-care that I've tried to teach myself over all these years. And my mother, who I've been no contact with for almost 15 years, text messaged me, didn't even call me, had no warning, haven't spoken to her in a very long time. She messages me saying in so many words that she would like if I could find it in my heart to go on a cruise with her and her mother, because her mom doesn't have that much time left, and I should do this for her because it would be nice. And there was a part of me when I first got that text message that wanted to accept, but then I thought about actually being on a boat in the middle of the ocean with probably the most toxic person, the most narcissistic person I fucking know on this planet. So I just haven't responded. I haven't, and it's been about a week, and I don't care. I can't, and I'm not going to pretend to be, enlightened and woke and be like, oh, what you should do to heal your inner child, the shadow work you should fucking do. No, I don't know. I don't know what I should do, so I haven't done anything, and I feel like a bitch about it, but I don't care. I think not doing anything in this situation is permissible. But there is a part of me that almost doubts my memories and my brain and the nervous system, the gut reaction of, just like, part of me was just like, well, what if she never even yelled at you? What if it's all in your fucking head because you're crazy and you want attention and you're a psychopath, blah, 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 just like everyone said. And while the majority of my brain is like, no, we know that's anxiety and residue from being gaslit for your entire fucking childhood, but no, that's not it. You'd know by now. People would tell you. I don't know. So it was just really strange, and I wish I had some thing to take away from this, so in order to get over this, in a way to work on your shadow self, I don't have that, my friends, and I apologize. I know I've taken a break from doing my whole shadow work podcast, and I come back with this this fiasco, this rambling thought with no resolution. And I apologize if it's giving you anxiety, because it's making my heart race right now, just even thinking about all this. But I wanted to share it with you. And if you're having any kind of similar experiences, or if you have advice, I would love to know. Please share it. I have to get back to work. But I hope you have a good day, my friends.